Alex Eala leads strong P8 showing in August. Tennis ace Alex Eala dished out a tour de force performance in the U.S. Open and carved her name in history as the first player from the Philippines to win a Grand Slam match in the Open era. The 20-year-old Filipina sensation scored a 6-3, 2-6, 7-6, 18-11 victory over 14th seed Clarators, and in a famous first-round victory spiked by a roaring fightback from 1-5 down in the final set. Though she exited via a 4-6, 3-6 loss to Spain's Cristina Buxa, Eala's gutsy stand won the hearts of tennis fans. Her brilliant showing in Flushing Meadows served as highlight of Pinoy athlete's sterling campaign in August and earned her the Philippine Sports Writers Association's nod as Top Achiever of the Month. Overall, it was 31 days filled with milestones. Woman Grandmaster Yanel May Freina delivered the first international women's chess crown for the country with a triumph in the Ladies Blitz event of the 31st Abu Dhabi International Chess Festival. Freina went on an undefeated run, scoring 8 points from 7 wins and 2 draws, to reign supreme in the tourney that featured 120 participants from 24 countries. Her brilliant showing in Flushing Meadows served as highlight of Pinoy athlete's sterling campaign in August and earned her the Philippine Sports Writers Association's nod as Top Achiever of the Month. Overall, it was 31 days filled with milestones. Woman Grandmaster Yanel May Freina delivered the first international women's chess crown for the country with a triumph in the Ladies Blitz event of the 31st Abu Dhabi International Chess Festival. Freina went on an undefeated run, scoring 8 points from 7 wins and 2 draws, to reign supreme in the tourney that featured 120 participants from 24 countries. Rising triathlete Kira Ellis, 19, struck gold in the women's junior division in the 2025 European Triathlon Junior Cup in Riga, Latvia, posting an impressive time of 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 7 seconds in her comeback competition. Philippine paddleistas led by Johnny Arcilla made their mark by capturing the title in the Asia-Pacific Padel Cup 2025 in Selangor, Malaysia. Team Philippines shut out Hong Kong in the finals, 3-0, to cap a spotless campaign that saw them dominate Pakistan 5-0, HK, 4-1 and host Malaysia 4-1 in the group stage, overpower South Korea in the quarterfinals, 5-0, then repeat against the Malaysians in the semis, 3-0. Jiu-Jitsu ace Kylan Napoli's and pool was Cheska Centeno anchored 2 silver, 2 bronze hole for the Philippine delegation in the World Games in Chengdu, China. Napolis took runner-up honors in the women's 52 kg Jiu-Jitsu Waza competition, while Centeno placed second in the women's 10-ball event. Wushu fighter Carlos Balin Jr., men's Sonda 56 kg, and Sambo Bet Ashlyn Agnes Yap, women's 80 kg, joined them in the podium. Alas Pilipinas claimed 3rd place in the 5th Women's CV League in Nakhon Ratchasima, Thailand. The Pinoy Spikers beat Indonesia, 25-20, 25-20, 16-25, 25-13, en route to their 3rd straight bronze in the annual competition. August has always carried a certain electricity in Philippine sports, a month where rain-soaked afternoons collide with the crackle of ambition. This year, that energy found its clearest expression on the tennis court, carried on the steady shoulders of Alex Eala. With every measured swing of her racket, she did more than chase points or rankings. She carried a nation's quiet confidence into the global spotlight. Eala's August was not merely about wins and losses. It was about presence, about walking onto the court with the assurance of someone who knows she belongs there. Each match unfolded like a conversation between grit and grace, her footwork precise, her ground strokes deliberate, her composure unshaken even when momentum threatened to slip away. For Filipino fans watching from home, she was not just playing tennis. She was telling a story they had long hoped to hear. What made the month remarkable was how Eala seemed to elevate not only her own game but the broader Philippines showing in international competition. Her performances acted like a spark, igniting belief across different arenas where Filipino athletes competed with renewed fire. August became a month of collective momentum, with Eala at its emotional center. There is something uniquely compelling about the way Alex Eala competes. She does not play with reckless bravado, nor does she rely on flash. Instead, her strength lies in clarity, knowing when to attack, when to defend, and when to simply trust the hours of work she has put in far from the noise of applause. In August, that clarity translated into matches where she absorbed pressure and returned it with interest, point by point, game by game. Her leadership, though subtle, was unmistakable. Even without a captain's armband or a locker room speech, Eala led by example. Younger athletes watched her discipline. Fellow competitors drew inspiration from her resilience. She embodied the idea that excellence is not loud, it is consistent. For Philippine sports, this mattered deeply. Tennis has often lived on the margins of the country's athletic consciousness, overshadowed by louder, more physical games. Yet in August, Eala reminded everyone that there are many ways to fight for national pride. Sometimes it looks like a long rally under the sun, lungs burning, legs heavy, refusing to surrender the point. Off the court, her influence rippled outward. Social media buzzed with clips of her rallies and snapshots of her calm, focused gaze. Young players dusted off their rackets, imagining themselves stepping onto similar courts someday. Parents saw in Eala a model of discipline and balance, proof that world-class ambition and grounded values can coexist. What made this August particularly powerful was the sense of continuity. Eala's success did not feel like a sudden miracle. It felt earned. Everyone carried the weight of early mornings, endless drills, sacrifices made quietly and without guarantee. In that sense, her journey mirrored the experience of many Filipinos, working patiently, often unseen, trusting that effort will one day meet opportunity. As the month unfolded, the narrative grew larger than one athlete. The Philippines began to feel like a country on the rise, fueled by individuals who understood that representing the flag means more than standing on a podium. It means showing up prepared. It means staying composed under scrutiny. It means carrying yourself with dignity whether you win or lose. Alex Eala did all of that in August. She played with heart, yes, but also with intelligence and restraint. She showed that leadership does not always announce itself. Sometimes it simply performs, again and again, until others cannot help but follow. When the month finally drew to a close, the scorelines faded, as they always do. What remained was something more durable, belief. Belief that Filipino athletes can compete and lead on the world stage. Belief that the future of Philippine sports is not a distant dream, but a living, breathing reality unfolding match by match. And at the center of that belief stood Alex Eala, racket in hand, eyes forward, quietly leading a nation through one unforgettable August.